Welcome to CarTechHome channel. Like this video, click on subscribe button and hit the notification bell down below to keep updated every time we post our latest car troubleshooting guide video. Almost every circuit can be divided into 4 segments: the power or feed segment, the control segment, the load, and the ground segment. The power or feed segment runs from the voltage source to the input side of the switch. Next, in the control segment, the switch controls the power going to the third segment, the load. And the fourth segment, grounds, and completes the circuit. To simplify things though, we'll divide the complete circuit into just 2 parts: the hot side of the circuit and the ground side. Some circuits have the switch on the ground side. Dome lights in passenger cars, for example, usually rely on the ground switch located in the door opening to complete the circuit. Also, in many electronic control circuits, ground side switching through motion and temperature sensors has become very common. In these circuits, the components often have a distinct polarity, that is, they are sensitive to the direction of the current that passes through them, or which side is grounded. Many connectors then are designed to ensure they are connected correctly, so the component will operate properly, and to avoid damage to the circuit and component themselves. Some locations where polarity is important are sensors and solenoids. Let's review what we've just talked about. So far, we've seen that electrical circuits can usually be divided into 2 segments: the power, or hot side, and the ground side. Remember also that some circuits and components are sensitive to how current passes through them. The polarity of the components, therefore, must match that of the circuit. You may already be familiar with some of them, such as sensors and solenoids. Now, let's look at 3 ways electrical circuits can be arranged. They are series, parallel, and a combination of series parallel. In a series circuit, the loads are arranged one after another, and the current through each load is the same. If you remember what we said about loads adding resistance in a circuit, then you know that after each load in a series circuit, the voltage is lower. This is how the dimmer control for your instrument panel lights work, as the dimmer switch is actually a variable resistor. And since the same current travels through the load in a series circuit, should anything fail, the complete circuit will stop working. In a parallel circuit, the voltage across each load is the same, and each load has its own path from the voltage source to the ground. Resistance caused by one load does not affect any other load as it does in a series circuit. And if one load fails in a parallel circuit, the others will continue to operate normally. Most vehicle lighting system uses parallel circuits. In a combination series parallel circuit, some loads have an equal current passing through them, while others have equal voltage across them. In this simple lamp circuit, the current is continuous because there is no switch. Current will continue to flow until a component is removed from the circuit or until all of the available voltage is used up. Here we've added a switch to be able to stop the current flow. If the switch is opened, then the circuit is open, and no current can flow through it. An open circuit can also occur in other ways, such as a blown fuse, a cut wire, very high resistance due to damage or corrosion, or a damaged or broken component, such as a burnt-out light bulb. In any case, the current will not flow through an open circuit. Short circuit happens when a non-expected path to the ground occurs. Examples include wires and components damaged in a collision, flood damaged, or pinched and cut wires that can result from improper repairs. The location of a short in a circuit will affect the symptoms you'll find. For example, a short between the power source and the fuse will cause a very high current flow and likely damage the circuit in the source. A short located here, between the source and the load, will blow the fuse and cause an open circuit. Merely replacing the fuse will only allow the circuit to operate briefly before the fuse blows again. Shorts can also occur on the ground side of the circuit, such as we've shown here. No components will be damaged by a short in this location, but current will continue to pass through the circuit, even if the switch is turned off. Wire-to-wire short results from damage done to the circuit by an outside source. In a wire-to-wire short, current is allowed to take an unintended path. or backfeed through different components. The fuse for the circuit remains intact, and signs that something is wrong are usually components not working right, or working when they shouldn't. At times, feedback voltage or spikes are experienced in some electronic circuits. A diode was designed to eliminate this, is then installed in the circuit. This is how a diode is represented in a schematic. Diodes are conductors that allow current to flow through them in only one direction. They can, in low current circuits, be used to protect sensitive components from periodic voltage backfeeds or spikes that may occur. Diodes are also used in charging systems that use alternators to convert the alternating or AC current that alternators produced to DC or direct current. Now, let's stop here and review the types of circuits, how they operate, and what kind of conditions can cause the current to stop or take an unintended alternate path. Electrical circuits are arranged in series, parallel, or a combination of series and parallel. In a series circuit, a load is arranged one after the other, and the current through each load is the same. If anything fails, all current flow in the circuit will stop. In a parallel circuit, each load has a separate path to the source and to the ground, and voltage across each load is the same. Since load is powered independently, the failure of one load will not adversely affect the others. Certain conditions called opens will cause the current to stop flowing, and other conditions called shorts will cause current to take different paths than ones they are intended to follow. Sometimes, a circuit may have backfeeds or spikes of reverse voltage pass through it that could damage electronic components. Diodes protect these components by only allowing current to pass through the circuit in one direction.